sure it's going to taste as good as it smells. Oh yeah. Oh, that's really nice. The sweetness from the mince pie filling really complements the chocolate. Hi everyone, and welcome back to Googie's Kitchen, and if you are new here then hello and welcome. My name's Alexis, and in today's video I want to share with you how to make this delicious chocolate mince pie protein porridge. As I just mentioned, today I want to share with you how to make my really delicious chocolate mince pie protein porridge. So this recipe is really easy to do, and if you're like me and you love chocolate and mince pies, then this is a great way to satisfy that craving. In the past I have made chocolate mince pies. I've made a chocolate pastry and added mince pie filling to it, and they were delicious, but my husband and son weren't so keen. And if I do make a batch, then I know I'm probably going to have to eat them all myself, which wouldn't be a hardship, but there's only so much chocolate and mince pie filling I can take, and I've decided to take the healthier option instead. So for this recipe you will need about 50 grams of oats, you'll need about 30 grams of protein powder. Now I'm using an almond flour protein powder, but you don't have to, you can use any type of protein powder you like for this recipe. Then I've got 5 grams of each of these, so I've got sunflower seeds, pumpkin seed, flaxseed, hemp seed and chia seeds. Any combination of seeds you like you can use. And then I've also got about 15 grams of hazelnuts, just to give it that really nutty flavour, but again you can use any type of nut you like for this recipe. And then of course I've got about 5 grams of raw cacao powder as well, and I'm going to put those into this blender cup, but before I do I'm going to go and get a funnel so it doesn't go everywhere. I've grabbed the funnel, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put all of the ingredients into the blender, like so, and then in this bowl here I have about a handful of raspberries, and I've got 1 small banana as well that I'm just going to put in as well. And the banana and the raspberries, well, the banana more, is just to add a little bit of sweetness to it. I am going to add mince pie filling at the end, but that won't be until the end, so that's just to add a little bit of sweetness to the actual porridge. And then I'm going to add probably about 200 mils of oat milk to this as well. I don't have this very often before people start jumping up and down, and I do know it can be quite sugary, so I only try to add a little bit to the food that I make with it. I don't really drink tea and coffee, so I'm not going to have it in tea and coffee. So yes, now I'm going to blend all of these ingredients together. I've blended those ingredients until they are smooth, and now I'm just going to pour the porridge into my bowl that I was using earlier to store the ingredients in. And I'm going to pop this into the fridge overnight. The reason I like to store this in the fridge overnight is because it helps with the digestive enzymes. When you store porridge in the fridge overnight, the digestive enzymes come out, and it helps us to absorb the porridge a lot easier. The human body isn't really meant to absorb oats, but if you store them in the fridge overnight, it will help with us being able to absorb them. So as I said, I'm off to put this into the fridge overnight. It's the next day and my porridge has been in the fridge overnight. It's gone slightly solid, so what I've done is I've just put a little bit of water into the base of this pan, and I'm going to add in the porridge, and then in a moment I will turn the heat on and I will mix these two together until they are well mixed, until the water's well mixed into the porridge. And then I'm just going to keep heating this through, so I'm going to turn this on to quite a high heat to begin with, and then as it heats through I will turn it down. You do have to make sure that you don't burn the bottom of the pan as well with this, so you do have to keep stirring it. It should take around 5 to 10 minutes to heat through, so I'm just going to stand here and continue to stir the water into the porridge and let this porridge heat through. So this is heating through really nicely, so I'm just going to turn the heat down a little bit, and this is at a consistency that I really like, but if you wanted it a little bit runnier then you could add a little bit more water. I do it bit by bit until you get to the consistency that you really like. As I said earlier, I'm just going to continue to keep stirring this until it warms through. Porridge is really warm now, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to add this to the bowl like so. I'm just going to get all of it out the bottom. Waste not, want not, as my grandmother used to say. I can hear her saying, keep going, scrape it off. She would have loved these scrapers as well. She would have been scraping everything. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some mince meat that I made the other day in my slow cooker. I'm going to use this in some mince pies as well. I may have already put that recipe up, I'm not sure. So I'm just going to decorate the side with a little bit of mince meat like so, and then I will mix that in when I eat it, but that looks very pretty right now. And then in a moment I'm going to give this a try and I'll let you know how it tastes. But this smells really good right now, I have to say. So I'm going to give this a try now. It smells really good, I have to say. So I'm sure it's going to taste as good as it smells. Oh yeah. Oh, that's really nice. The sweetness from the mince pie filling really complements the chocolate and the porridge oats as well. Oh yes. I am really looking forward to having this for my breakfast today. That's how you make this delicious chocolate mince pie protein porridge, and that recipe I will link in the description box below for you. As I mentioned earlier, I'm going to be having this for my breakfast this morning, and it smells and tastes so good, I can't wait. So for now, that's it from me. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!